This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1276. Life Insurance is a Selfless Act of Kindness by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. And I'm your host and narrator of the show. My name is Dan, and welcome back to another edition of Optimal Finance Daily here on this Sunday. I'm here every single day, 7 days a week, including weekends and holidays, reading to you from the best personal finance blogs on the planet. Today I'm going to keep this intro nice and short for you, so let's get right to our post from Sam as we optimize your life. Life Insurance is a Selfless Act of Kindness by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. I hate bad luck, and dying prematurely is the worst bad luck there is. I don't know about you, but I go through these strings of bad luck every several years, which makes me question whether I'm sometimes cursed. For example, Rhino wouldn't start one morning, so I had to call roadside assistance to have them jump him so I could then drop him off at the service department. He was in the shop for a couple days, and the day after I picked him up, he wouldn't start again. I had to cancel my road trip to Lake Tahoe that morning to take him back to the shop and waste another couple hours of time. While I was driving around in a rental car, I was pulled over and given a $160 ticket because I was looking, not touching, at my phone on the center console for directions while stopped in traffic. If Rhino had never died, I never would have gotten a ticket because my phone would be in the phone mount as usual. Curses. The reason why I hate bad luck is because it's outside of our control. We can do everything right, but still not succeed due to unfortunate circumstances. As they say, it's better to be lucky than good. I see life insurance as a bad luck insurance policy. A selfless act of kindness. When you pay for something that benefits another, that's by definition a selfless act of kindness. Perhaps the joy of helping people is exactly why I have spent so much time writing over the past 7 years. But life insurance also makes me feel better about life in general because I've imagined these various scenarios before. 1. I'm in a horrific car accident where my legs are crushed and my heart is punctured by an improperly installed Takata airbag. During the moments before blackout, I'll think about all the things I did and didn't do. Most of all, I'll think about my loved ones and how I'll never see them again. The only thing that will keep me from dying from sadness is knowing that a term life insurance policy will pay out to my beneficiaries in order to minimize any further disruption. 2. I'm flying overseas and my plane loses both engines. I'm not afraid of flying, but I always text and email as many loved ones as possible before I take off because I never know whether it'll be the last time I communicate with them. A life insurance policy will let me die in peace before impact. 3. Right after I turn 50, I feel a pain in my lower abdomen. I go to the doctor to check out what's wrong, and it turns out I have pancreatic cancer with only 1 year left to live. Thank goodness I took out life insurance while I was still healthy. During the time I have left, I'll do everything I can to live life to the fullest. If I don't have kids by then, the benefits will go to my wife. If I don't have a wife or kids, the benefits will go to my sister and a charitable organization I care about. My death would give purpose to someone else instead of just dying for nothing due to bad luck. I can't be the only one who has thought about these accidents happening to them. Before I got life insurance, I did wonder more often when my ultimate bad luck would come. Now, I don't think about unfortunate events as much because the people around me are taken care of thanks to life insurance and my will. I want life insurance to minimize disruption in my survivors' lives. I don't want them to be forced to sell the house because they can't afford the mortgage payment. The grieving process takes time. The more stable the environment for grieving, the better. There is a price for everything. People have asked me, why get life insurance if I have a large enough net worth that makes me self-insured already? But given I view life insurance as a selfless act of kindness, I like to get more insurance than simply replacing 100% of the financial benefits I provide so that other people can actually benefit from my death. The benefits are viewed as making up for the sudden pain. Since $3 million is the new $1 million, I took out a $3 million 20-year term life insurance policy for my family at a cost of about $200 a month several years ago. Because my beneficiaries will inherit all my investments and properties that generate 6 figures in passive income a year, plus my online business, the $3 million will be icing on the cake for them to live the most financially free life possible after I'm gone. This makes me happy because, again, I've always felt it my duty to provide for the people around me. What would tear me up is not being able to provide for anyone because I'm dead. Calculating how much life insurance is needed. A good way to understand how much life insurance you need is by estimating how much debt you have or calculating how many months of your income is needed for how long a period of time. 6 to 10 times your income is the common recommendation. If you have children, then consider not only your debt, but also the cost of tuition to cover. Another way to calculate how much term life insurance you need is by asking your beneficiaries. Asking will force your beneficiaries to talk through their finances with you so that everybody's on the same page. It's much better to have the talk while alive than dead. If you're a healthy 35-year-old, you can get a $500,000 term policy from Haven Life for just $24 a month. That's the cost of a couple rubber chicken sandwiches. Not a bad deal for insuring against bad luck. You can check out their life insurance calculator for help understanding your needs. If there's nobody in your life you want to take care of after you're gone, then there's no need to get life insurance. Just make sure your will is clear. I believe in leaving a positive legacy. Life insurance is just one way to help others. You just listened to the post titled Life Insurance is a Selfless Act of Kindness by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. Okay, that's another edition of Optimal Finance Daily in the books. I thank you, of course, as always, for your support and for listening with me each and every day. It's all thanks to you and our authors for helping us get where we are. So have a great rest of your weekend if you're listening to me in real time, and I'll be back with you tomorrow on Labor Day. That's where your optimal life awaits.